Hello. Hello, beautiful people, and thank you for tuning in today for Movement Medicine Morsels. This is this week's theme is 15 minutes of freedom for breath, mind, and movement. So a short, focused practice that brings us to balance and ease, which is very helpful. Harmony. The focus is harmony and peace and balance. So today we're going to do a flow that opens up our breath. Surprise, all of our flows do, but also helps to clear any stagnant energy in the lungs. Now, according to Chinese medicine, some of the stagnant energy that can get caught in the lungs can be things like sadness, grief, depression, and we're certainly living in trying times, so it's not unusual that we would feel some of these things. And it's normal to experience these in life, but what we want to learn is how to acknowledge what we're feeling and to also allow it to continue to flow. So let it come in, acknowledge it, receive it, process it, give it a cup of tea, say hello, how are you, and then allow it to keep on moving so it doesn't get stuck. And in yoga, we talk about prana, prana being the great life force energy. In Qigong, we call it qi. And in yoga, we also think of prana as a great bird of energy and nobility that can rise above and see a bigger perspective. So, those are some of the thought forms that we're going to be using as we bring ourselves into our movement. Today, let's get started standing. Of course, you can do the flow seated, but if you're ready to stand or feel like standing, it's a nice alternative to sitting. And the same grounding principles apply if you continue to sit. So let's plant ourselves in a place where we feel our feet, whether we're on the chair or we're standing, and just walk a little bit on the spot, lifting one foot, then the other. You want to feel your feet, almost as though you're pulling each foot up out of mud or something gooey. And we want to get that nice sense of being connected to what our feet are feeling. Bend the knees a little bit, and that's our stability. If you're in a chair, you also want to feel your sit bones. Actually, let's feel our sit bones as we're standing too. So you're just rocking from side to side as though you're stepping down with one sit bone and then the other, as though you're going to sit on a chair that's at one side of you, sit on a chair that's the other side of you. Of course, this, if you're in a chair, much easier. You're just kind of walking with your hips, stepping and lifting and getting things moving. Actually, that feels kind of nice. And while we're here, let's get the hips circling, just a little bit of a circle. Of course, this works in a chair as well. So we're kind of building up the foundation in our legs. Ah, breathing in through the nose, letting out a sigh if you feel like it. And that is nice for the hips. We'll continue to grow upwards. We want that connection to the sky, especially since we're going to be flying. Inhale, take the hands up and overhead, interlace those fingers, turn the palms upwards and touch the sky. Reach for your own personal star, touch the heavens, and just take a few little side bends, opening up the trunk a little bit more and releasing the fingers. And as you exhale, paint a big circle of light and energy around you. Now let's focus a little bit on the breath. You may have had a couple of sighs, but we'll focus just a bit more. So we've got our feet and legs grounded. We're connected to the suspension in the sky, and resting the hands on the low belly. Exhale with a soft open mouth, any sound you like. Could be a sigh. If you've tuned in this week, we've been using an F sound like fabulous and fun. You can use that if you like. And when it's time to inhale, we draw the breath in through the nostrils to fill a lovely space in the belly, really expanding a balloon or a ball of energy. And make a soft sound of your choice once again. Just gently, naturally feeling the breath leave your body. And when it's time for your body to breathe in through the nose. And take a couple more settling breaths in and out through the nose, connecting directly with your belly, smiling softly, and maintaining your beautiful vertical alignment, your posture that's connected both to the heavens above and the sky below. And let's take the hands up to the chest and just do a little bit of light tapping, just a little bit of light tapping back and forth to say hello to our lungs, because we're going to be featuring our lungs and the expansion of our chests. Just think of the beautiful, big chests that birds have. I forgot to turn on my timer. So keep tapping lovingly on your chest and waking up kindly your lungs. And then rest your hands, crossing the hands, one palm over each set of lungs. And as we directed our breath into the belly, direct into the lungs. We actually want to breathe with all parts of our trunk and torso. And this time we're feeling into the lungs. Let's relax the hands and step the feet a little bit further. We're going to start to engage some movement in the whole chest and sequentially through the arms. So with the knees a little bit bent, we want to feel our rib cage just sliding a little bit from side to side. You can breathe smoothly and comfortably throughout, or you can also exhale as you send the chest one way, inhale as you come up. That would slow it down a little bit. I'm just breathing smoothly and deeply, keeping that as a rhythm, and just letting the movement flow through. So we've got the chest moving. Now we're going to think about the shoulders. So press a little bit out with one shoulder and then with the other shoulder. Of course, the chest will be included in this, but we're taking the movement a little bit further and we're letting the ankles, knees, and hips be supportive. Okay, time for the elbow. Send the elbow out. This may take you a little further, but make it comfortable for you. So the elbow is reaching out. We're extending the energy from the center of the chest out through the shoulder and now the elbow. And feel that spaciousness. Maybe you're getting a little air under your wings, a little ventilation through the armpits. Now the wrist. Press out through the back of the wrist and see where this takes the movement. Keep smiling, stay suspended from the sky, stay rooted. You may find yourself really shifting the weight from one foot to the other. And the last part is fingertips. Really let those fingertips feel the air and stretch out. So this collects all the previous movements: chest, shoulder, elbows, back of the wrist, and fingers. And continue flowing all the way out through the fingers, but let it come a little bit closer to the center of the body, in the sense we're not flowing out as far in the trunk and the legs, but we're still reaching through the fingertips. Let this come to a close and lower the hands, bend the knees, and hold an imaginary ball of energy between your hands. See if your fingers are tingling or whatever you feel in your upper body. Exhale, we bend the knees and we feel the earth a little bit through the fingers. Inhale, open through the armpits, the elbows, the fingertips. We're taking flight. Exhale, we're relaxing. Inhale, we feel the stability of the earth rise up through us and we're taking flight. And we can look around and we're getting a perspective from a higher level. We're not as affected or touched by the chaos that is going on below us. This is the rising of the great bird of prana, or the phoenix rising out of the ashes. Now pause as you exhale here. Really stretch out your fingers and inhale. Flex the wrists. Pull your energy into your center, bending the knees. As you exhale, stand in your full radiance and confidence. As you inhale, gather in with your breath, with nature, with the earth and the sky. Exhale, set appropriate boundaries. Feel your own quiet power. Inhale, drawing in resources. Exhale, press open, feeling your gifts. And then relax. And inhale, bowing to the earth and embracing her gifts of stability, crossing the forearms and exhaling, bringing those gifts of kindness, stability, and nourishment into the lungs. So the palms are over the hollows just below your collarbones. And breathe in healing. Breathe in the warmth of your palms. You're giving yourself a hug. And if you have any undigested feelings of sadness or disappointment, depression, grief, which is quite normal these times, or even just being alive, we're acknowledging these feelings and we're loving ourselves no matter what. We're letting the warmth of our palms that are connected to our hearts soften the metal of the lungs. Those are the elements in Chinese medicine, the fire of the palms and the metal of the lungs. So just imagine any hardness being softened, being understood, being witnessed. And now imagine that your palms are going to become magnets that will draw away any impurities. And on the next exhalation, these palms pull out with them just a little bit away from the body. Take a look as you inhale with perspective and lower the hands to connect with earth. On your next inhalation, bring that earth energy up and reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, paint a beautiful rainbow of healing light all the way around yourself, strengthening your energy field, rejuvenating your prana, and lovingly settle the energy at the earth. And we'll do that flow one more time. Exhale, we gather ourselves, the knees bend, we collect a ball of energy. Inhale, the light between the hands expands and we open up like big birds. Exhale, we come back in for more. Inhale, we expand, we reach out right to the fingertips, the tips of our feathers. Exhale, we relax. Inhale, the earth rises up through us. We're coming up nice and high. We're flying. We're rising from our ashes. We're always recreating ourselves anew if we want to, and we want to. Inhale and pull all of that in. You're gathering your resources. Exhale, stand. Feel the earth below you, the sky above, and press out. Inhale, gather more resources. Exhale, feel your confidence, your gifts, your radiant health. And inhale one more time, pull in resources, bring in the air, the sky, the earth, press out and stay here for a moment. Feel your strength, your power, your confidence. And now on an inhalation, soften and round over and gather the earth. As you exhale, cross the forearms and bring the energy in. Inhale, feel the warmth of your hands feeding you and softening any troubles. And on the next exhalation, release everything out of yourself and reach to the sky. Take another inhalation and exhale. Paint this fresh energy all around you to strengthen your chi field. And we'll finish with a showering chi. Inhale, you expand and open like the bird, the phoenix, or the eagle. Exhale, you rotate the palms up, soften the knees and the elbows. I have a plant that wants to give me some energy here. Inhale, rising up with the earth, meeting the sky. And exhale, painting, showering, rinsing with light, with healing energy, clearing all the cells of your body, subtle body, physical body, and pouring out, washing out through the soles of the feet into the earth. And one more variation to close. Exhale, collecting the energy. Inhale, opening up wide, stretching in all directions. Exhale, palms up, relaxing. Inhale, gathering the energy of the earth and sky together, this time between the palms, and stretch. And on the final exhale, bringing all these blessings down to rest in front of the heart center. Let's bring the feet a little bit closer together on the chair or standing and say a prayer of gratitude, of appreciation. Focus for a few moments and a few deep, smooth breaths on the gifts that you have in your life. The people who love you, the roof over your head, whatever it is, even the smallest thing. Feel gratitude. In times of chaos, it's all too easy to focus on the challenges and forget that in every moment there are blessings. We can breathe, we can smile, we can reconnect to ourselves through the techniques and technology of yoga and qigong. And feeling these blessings, let them permeate your whole body. Bring the fingertips down to face the earth. On the inhalation, open up a diamond over the low first dantian. And on an inhale, bring up everything that you are, all your gifts, the backs of your hands, and offer from the heart to be of service in this world. And let's rise up together, gathering more energy from the sky and the earth, and settling our hands in front of the heart, and then folding our hands over the low belly. Take a few minutes to feel your energy, feel your posture. Breathe in smoothly, gently, deeply. Notice how you feel. See if you feel more connected, more balanced, more centered. And remember that the more often we can bring ourselves back, even for a moment or two, a few breaths, to taste our balanced being, that sends a beautiful message to our nervous system, to all the cells of our body, to our emotions, and we have more energy to continue, more balanced energy. I thank you for joining in for today's 15 minutes of freedom. And if you have any comments or questions, or I'd even love to know, do you feel a shift? Do you feel a shift from these practices? And I thank you for joining in and for making this fun for me. I do these as much to help my energy stay centered in these complicated times, but I also, this is something, as we did in that prayer, it's something I offer to you so that we can all rise up together and be the best that we can be. Many blessings. Until next time, bye-bye.